When it comes to singing, our next guest, Jason Castro, has a stunning style. Since his 4th place finish on American Idol Season 7, this Dallasite continues to find success. And when he's not on the road, one of his loves is gardening. Here to share tips on creating a patio herb garden is Jason Castro. Yay!
Hey, thank you.
Okay, so how you feeling right now? This is a little bit out of your comfort zone for a media interview, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my first time to have a segment like this, so it's got the nerves, you know, like that first tryout.
A little bit of butterflies?
Yeah.
Good, I like it. I like it.
But,
well, we're thrilled that you're doing this for the first time here with us. Okay, so we're going to talk about setting up an herb garden. Anyone can do this.
Yes.
You don't even need a big yard. You just need, what? A pot.
You just need a pot and some good soil. It really starts with the soil. You know, you want to have a healthy mix of compost. And what we have here, actually, it's called Ladybug, and it is all in one. It has all the nutrients that your plants will need. We got that from the greenery in Waxahachie. Thank you for that.
Thank you. So all in one is nice because then you just have one step, right?
One thing, you just pour it in, yeah.
You're talking to a gardening novice right here. So, okay, so this just makes it much easier, right?
Yes,
okay.
And I'm all about the easy way.
Yeah, of course, right?
Home a couple days, you got to get straight to it.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's start planting stuff.
I'm going to put, yes, Colleen brought me her gloves today to save my fingernails.
Now here we have some English thyme.
Okay.
And with all the plants, you know, you kind of want to be careful with them. Not rip them out by the roots, but typically I turn them sideways, and they usually have a little push down here that you can do, and kind of just, right out. Yeah, they usually just pop right out. Although this one has
unless
the roots.
You're on live television.
Unless the roots have grown through the bottom and are keeping it sealed in there.
There you go. So you're just pulling them off so that it'll pop out.
Yeah, keep that in there.
Okay, there you go. Oh, there we go.
Out. And you want it about, well, typically in the ground you want it at the level, but since we're planting, we can leave it about there. You just want it to be well drained, so
you've got this like halfway filled up, this pot.
We already have it halfway filled up, and then we'll complete the rest. And since we're going to go ahead and plant 2, here we have sage as well. So typically you want to place the plants before you start filling in everything. That way you can kind of move them around as desired, get them to where you want them.
And is there a magic to the way you arrange them? Like, do you have to leave a certain amount of space, or you just kind of fill it all up?
You know, sometimes they say on these things, like what?
Oh,
like,
that it's best
spaces.
Oh, you just have to look at the tag.
Yep,
I had no idea.
Directions. But you really can't go wrong if you're just planting a few. It's when you start planting rows of gardens.
Right, that you have to have a plan.
But in here, you want to give them a little space to grow, and then we just fill it in with dirt. And
so that's what we need this for, right?
Yeah.
Is this the same material that's there?
It is.
Okay.
It is. So
you want me to do the dirty work, don't you? Okay. So when you're choosing a container, are there any tricks? Like you have to have holes in it, or you have to, I don't know. How do you pick the right thing?
Yeah. Well, it is preferable that there's some drainage at the bottom.
Drainage. That's the technical term.
Yeah, because you don't want soggy roots, and some plants prefer different soil conditions than others, but most herbs I think you want just to be
How am I doing?
You're doing great. Filling up. We have a lot to fill there, don't we?
Okay, so once we've got it all filled up, because this could take a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Once we've got it all filled up, what do we do?
Well, then it just comes down to watering and lots of sunlight. Herbs like the sun, and the good thing about if you're container gardening, you can move them around, whereas if you plant it in the ground, you're kind of stuck with what you got. So
that's a good point.
Yeah, so
that's kind of one of the advantages of the container, right?
Year-round too, yep.
Woo! And so like 5 hours of sun. I'm sorry, I'm kind of making a. Really? You want to pick it up and dump it in there? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's probably what I would do at home.
That's okay. Let's talk about this one over here.
We got some more.
Oh, you're going to water. Okay. Okay, cool. So this is a cool container too. I like this. Yes. This could even go like, right outside the kitchen door. Nice to have it by the kitchen because hopefully you're going to cook with these, right?
Yeah, so all the time, we haven't planted rosemary at home because my neighbors have one that we always go and
You're kidding.
Just pluck from.
And it's hard to kill the rosemary, isn't it?
Yes, it's hard to kill the rosemary.
It's a very durable one.
Drought tolerant, as is the lavender, which is very fragrant.
I love lavender. And we talked about that chocolate mint. That's fragrant too.
Yeah,
and
it is.
So what about watering do you water each of these in a different way? You just look at the instructions, or?
Yeah, you know, in the beginning you want to water them a good amount while they get established, and then beyond that, depending on the heat, you know, in the heat of summer you might want to water a bit more. But yeah, typically if you just check out what it says on here, you know.
I heard a trick. I don't know if this is right, that you water rosemary like right at the ground level. Is that right?
Yes, to get the roots. I mean, with most plants, that's preferable because you don't.
Oh, really?
You don't waste as much water, especially here. But with the rosemary in particular, it can actually get a mold or a fungus growing on the leaves if
and
it's
you don't want
left
that.
wet. Yeah, so.
Can you see that? Like, how do you know that your rosemary is still healthy? I guess you know. I guess you can tell, right?
I haven't ever had a funky rosemary.
Good for you. Okay, let's get that in here.
All right.
So
Same
we're
as the
popping it
last
out.
one, we pop it out.
You got some trouble with those roots today.
For those of you watching, the roots have gone through the little holes and trapped me in there.
That's okay. Are they hard to tear off, or is it pretty easy? They're coming off easy?
You really don't want to tear the roots. I just try to loosen them up.
It's not ideal. Okay.
These must have been sitting there for a while.
Okay, I got it.
But yeah, the same thing. Just let them slide out.
Okay.
See, that's a big root ball.
There you go. I'm making you a hole. Can I do the mint one, Jason?
Yeah, get that one out.
All right, here we go. I like this chocolate mint idea. Okay, I think I can pop that one right out, right? That looks okay on the bottom.
Yeah, that one's
okay.
great.
All right, here we go. So you pushed right here.
Yeah, push a little, and you kind of take the whole of it. You know, you do have to hold it there. Just gently.
I feel like I'm gonna hurt it.
And just
it's
to catch
okay.
it.
Sorry,
yeah,
little guy. Sorry. I'm gonna help you grow bigger and stronger, and then I'm gonna eat you. Okay, so I'm making a hole for it.
Yeah, you know what? This one might actually go better.
Yeah, let's throw it in that other pot then.
This container might be a little too shallow.
Okay.
So bring the
Ooh, maybe I dug that hole too deep. Jason, don't abandon me over here. I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, it's looking good. That looks great.
Okay, good. Should we put the lavender in the middle real quick?
Yeah, let's put the lavender.
Oh, so you brought this over here. Good thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody's thinking. I like it. So what do you do with the lavender? Do you cook with lavender? I know it smells
I think
great.
some people use it for teas and such.
Oh, sure.
Around my house, we've kind of started to use it just more for a fragrance to freshen up a room. You can actually take some lavender and toss it in a little pot of boiling water, and it spreads through the house.
Oh, you're kidding.
So,
Actually, now that I think about it, I made a lavender-infused lemonade last Easter.
Yum.
When we had a little get-together, and it was delicious. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of what do we call this stuff again? Ladybug.
All-in-one soil.
All-in-one potting soil. You can tell I'm not an expert gardener. And this is awesome. And then we're done. We'll water it and we're finished. Thank you so much, Jason.
Yeah, thank you.
Some gardening expertise from an American Idol.
Try.
Thank you.